The top stories: Ethiopia and the European Union sign a landmark Global Gateway Partnership Agreement. And Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed urges for swift digital transformation to drive growth in Africa. Hello and welcome to EBC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism, and thank you for watching us with the news. I'm Shifara Olakom. Now, Ethiopia and the European Union have signed a landmark Global Gateway Partnership Agreement, opening a new chapter in their long-standing relations and cooperation. The agreement was signed by President Taye Asqe-Selassie, President of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, and Ursula von der Leyen, President of the European Commission. The Global Gateway Partnership aims to enhance cooperation and investment in priority sectors, including digitization, renewable energy, agri-food systems, health, sustainable infrastructure, and peace and security. Ahead of the signing ceremony, President Taye Asqe-Selassie and President von der Leyen held bilateral discussions focusing on strengthening Ethiopia-EU ties and broadening collaboration in areas of mutual interest. President Taye emphasized that the Global Gateway initiative comes at a timely moment, paving the way for a shared strategic vision and a more resilient partnership between Ethiopia and the European Union. The signing of the agreement marks a significant step forward in elevating over half a century of diplomatic relations, giving renewed momentum to the 2016 Joint Declaration on Strategic Engagement between Ethiopia and the European Union. Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, speaking at the 24th COMESA summit, emphasized that urgent digital transformation is critical to unlocking Africa's growth and shaping its future. COMESA leaders are convening in Nairobi for the 24th summit. Pulse of Africa reports from the spot. In his keynote speech, Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed said Africa is at a defining moment as technology is moving faster than ever. Technology is moving faster than ever, reshaping how nations grow, how societies connect, and how prosperity is shared. For Africa, now is not the time to wait and watch, he underscored. According to the Prime Minister, Africa has the people, creativity, and natural wealth to build a prosperous and fair future, adding that what we need is to connect our efforts and act with common purpose. That is why regional institutions like COMESA matter more than ever, he revealed. They must turn collective will into progress, driving coordination, not duplication, and integration, not isolation, Abiy added. This year's focus on digital solutions for stronger, more inclusive regional economies could not be more relevant. Digital transformation offers a unique chance to rewrite Africa's economic story. It's about building digital public infrastructure that allows people to prove who they are, making payments securely, access services easily, and connect across borders, the Prime Minister noted. Ethiopia has digitized hundreds of public services, making them accessible without barriers or bureaucracy. The country has a digital ID programs that serves more than 25 million people, laying the groundwork for trust and efficiency in both government and businesses, Abiy disclosed. He further added Ethiopia's digital payment ecosystem processed close to 4 billion transactions last year, worth about $100 million. And through Ethiopia's AI Institute and National Coding Program, over 2.2 million young Ethiopians have been trained to become the creators and innovators of tomorrow, Abiy stated. He added, from this experience, Ethiopia learned a simple truth. When Africa invests in talent and in digital foundations, it can compete globally on its own terms. He finally said, imagine a COMESA region where ID, payments, and data flows seamlessly, where trade is frictionless, trust is digital, and innovation knows no borders. That is what regional digital public infrastructure can unlock.
Welcome to Explore It Anyway. I'm at the beautiful city of Addis Ababa. It is the capital of Ethiopia. Now I'm heading toward the Unity Park. It is the most beautiful place in Addis Ababa. This is where Ethiopia's monarchs would meet with the provincial lords to discuss about local issues and land taxes. Distinguished foreign leaders like Queen Elizabeth II, Charles de Gaulle of France, and Joseph Tito of Yugoslavia were also received in this hall during the reign of Emperor Haile Selassie. I have never seen grey-crowned crane before. These are incredibly beautiful birds. I love the fact that I'm being able to see those birds from very close. Now I'm heading toward the banquet hall. It is a very colorful building, I would say. It was constructed during the reign of Menelik II. It has a capacity of 8,000 people.
Welcome back. Spain has reiterated its dedication to deepening diplomatic, development and economic ties with Ethiopia, expressing a strong desire to expand cooperation across multiple sectors. Spanish Ambassador to Ethiopia, Guillermo Lopez Maclellan, stated the growing momentum in bilateral relations and Spanish strategic interest in further enhancing collaboration with Ethiopia. Jerusalem Batseha has more on that from the Ethiopian News Agency.
In an exclusive interview with the Ethiopian news agency, the Spanish ambassador to Ethiopia, Guillermo Lopez Maclellan, stated the growing momentum in bilateral relations and Spain's strategic interest in further enhancing collaboration with Ethiopia. Spain is keen to build a more comprehensive partnership with Ethiopia, one that supports long-term development, the ambassador stated. Ambassador Lopez Maclellan also noted that Spain is actively working with Ethiopia in areas such as climate change mitigation, resilience building, and broader sustainable development. The ambassador also emphasized that the two countries will enhance their political, economic, and social cooperation. The ambassador placed particular emphasis on Spain's commitment to gender equality, pointing out that empowering Ethiopian women is essential for achieving inclusive development.
Women empowerment and having more presence of women and girls everywhere. This is a broad program that is also related not only from the political side but also from the economic and social side. That means that we want to have more women and more girls having activities, participating in the development of Ethiopia.
In the health sector, Spain is collaborating with Ethiopia in providing tangible support by supplying medical equipment and offering professional training programs aimed at building local healthcare capacity.
We signed the current program of cooperation with Ethiopia that is going to last until 2027. We have two new initiatives, maybe to go to more regions, to be present in more regions of Ethiopia, where, for example, specialized medicine and all related to health could be improved. But we are also considering to work more with the United Nations system. We are already working, for example, with the UN Fund for Population, also with the High Commissioner for Refugees. Then we are working in Ethiopia both bilaterally, directly with Ethiopia, but also founding global programs through our United Nations partners.
The ambassador also noted Spain's collaborative involvement in projects designed to improve the quality of life for both refugees and host communities in Ethiopia.
And finally, Ethiopia's tourism minister Salamawit Kasa told EBC English that the government's strategic initiative to enhance the country's tourism sector is directly linked to the much-anticipated opening of the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, GERD. Tourism State Minister Selashi Girma on his part elaborated on the rise of agro-tourism across Africa, specifically mentioning innovative projects initiated by the government to blend agricultural experiences with tourism. Kasaon Chani reports.
Ethiopian Tourism Minister Salamawit Kasa expressed enthusiasm about an initiative that turns the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, GERD, into a significant tourist attraction that aligns with Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's vision for expanding Ethiopia's tourism legacy.
Officially launched the opening of the Grand Renaissance Dam in its entire vicinity for visitors. That came in line with our Prime Minister, Dr. Abiy Ahmed's promise for the public that it will be open for visitors shortly after the inauguration. So, in line with that, we have officially opened that system.
She outlined plans for a systematic public registration process to visiting the dam, emphasizing the anticipated high demand among local and international tourists eager to experience one of Africa's largest infrastructure projects. The comprehensive action plan shared by Salamawit includes essential items such as the facilitation of public visits to the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, GERD, coordination with Ethiopian Airlines.
We're working with Ethiopian Airlines to facilitate the visits, to facilitate the travel activity in that huge project. We know what it means to Ethiopians, and we also know that the demand is very high. So we have officially introduced a system for them to register so that we can facilitate that visit for the public. The main thing that we also want to focus on is not just the visit, being part of that project and experiencing what you have contributed, as everyone contributed for that dam. But we also want the tourism stakeholders, especially the private stakeholders, to visit this huge, immense project and understand its huge potential for the tourism sector as well.
In a related discussion, Tourism State Minister Selashi Girma elaborated on the rise of agro-tourism across Africa, specifically mentioning innovative projects initiated by the government to blend agriculture experiences with tourism.
Yeah, in addition to culture, history, and nature, these days the new tourism trend is bringing tourists to visit farmlands for agro-tourism, industry, big projects like the Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, and so on. So GERD has a lot of importance on that regard. The very stories of GERD, how it came up to this level, is a story to tell. People are very much impressed to hear about it.
Furthermore, he emphasized the bargaining market for water-based tourism in a region, indicating the potential for activities ranging from boating to various water sports.
And the other is the project is really grand. The location, the landscape in the area, and the islands created by the dam are amazing places to experience, and people can go for fishing in this very dam itself. So in future we are having a plan to build more resorts and to make sure that more people are going there and enjoying having catering and other services. So water-based tourism, people who want to go for boating, people who want to go for swimming, people who want to go for water sports, Gerd is an ideal place. And people love to see water, so I would say it has a great potential on creating a water-based tourism on that regard.
As Ethiopian lost the doorsters of Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam and its surrounding waters, both ministers have expressed their eagerness for private stakeholders and investors to join this transformative journey, paving the way for remarkable economic growth and sustainable tourism development in the heart of Ethiopia.
Well, dear viewers, you have been watching EBC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism, and now a quick recap of the top stories. Ethiopia and the European Union signed a landmark Global Gateway Partnership Agreement. And Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed urges for swift digital transformation to drive growth in Africa. Well, dear viewers, with that, we come to the end of today's news. Many thanks indeed for watching us. Bye-bye.